Ready? Hi,
I'm Mo.
I'm Jenoa.
And I'm Jenoa.
And I'm Momo Gaga.
Today we're having the sex talk, and we're going to talk about balance.
Balance!
Because
we're all supposed to be finding balance in our lives.
Right. And
right?
there's
what we're doing?
all this, talk about balance, even when we look at yin and yang, or like couples, it's supposed to be a male and female, and everything is like complementary.
Yeah, you're supposed to have work and play, and you're supposed to do like she's supposed to do some of the chores, and she's supposed to do some of the chores.
It's supposed to be balanced.
Your money is supposed to be balanced. Like everything.
And you're supposed to sleep 8 hours a night and eat a healthy breakfast, and then go have a drink of wine with your friends and live this very balanced life. Well, I'm here to tell you that is a little bit of BS.
No, it's not. You're not supposed to have balance.
Not necessarily.
Not like that.
Yeah, and I've tried in my life to balance all the things that I do. I'll set these really nice schedules for myself, and I should be able to get everything done. But as it turns out, sometimes I'm like more focused on this project over here than I am on another project. Or sometimes I'm not even thinking about projects, and I'm just work. Even though I've got all these, nice little compartments of time that I'm scheduled for each thing, my natural flow is not as balanced as I would like it.
Right. I think if you're a performer or an artist or someone who is passionate about certain things, you will not always be in balance, because there's an ebb and a flow to your creativity and to your time. And so maybe you thought you were going to write for an hour and then do a little work for 2 hours, and then you were going to go to yoga, and then you start writing and you end up writing for 5 hours. And now the balance...
For 5 days.
Whatever. The balance of your day or week or time that you had expected to keep things balanced is now gone, because you're actually following your passion and you're following your heart and you're being in the moment, in the flow, so to speak.
Yeah. And I used to beat myself up when I wouldn't be balanced. I mean, granted, when I worked for someone else, or I had to be somewhere from 9 to 5, then I would have to squeeze everything in either early in the morning or in the afternoon. And you would, because you would be forced to. And that feels out of balance, because you're spending 40 hours of your week doing something that you don't want. But when I got into my natural doing what I want, even then, all of the things I now do are things that belong to me, but for some reason, I'm still not doing them as balanced as I want to be doing.
You still are policing yourself.
Yeah.
So I think what we're saying is, you might have this desire or feel that your life could be more balanced, and maybe that's true, but maybe you should just
there's a natural balance to things that just kind of happens naturally. Like I'm talking about I'll spend 5 days writing, and then all of a sudden I won't feel like doing that for another 3 or 4 weeks, maybe, and then I'll spend all this time. So there is a natural balance that takes over when I'm not trying to control it so much.
That's right. And it's not wrong to have a schedule, but it's also important to be flexible and really, listen to the muse. That's not too spiritual.
Yeah. So I think, it's good to have goals, good to have ideas of what sounds like balance to you, but recognize also that there might be a natural balance to the way things happen, and we don't necessarily need to try to control everything all the time and make it balanced.
No. And I don't know, just your own force is making it off balance already. If you're trying to force something,
oh my gosh, right? You're squeezing the life out of it.
No, that's probably not good.
Yeah.
So be easy with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Follow your heart. Pay your rent and stuff. I'm not saying not to pay your bills and not to take time to do work, but
and I think we did another episode on sort of like talking about masculinity and femininity. Everything ebbs and flows. If we were all masculine all the time and we needed a feminine partner all the time, that would be great, but we don't stay in that one space all the time. We're constantly like, some days I'm like totally masculine and I'm gonna like get the hammer out and build a house, and the next day I'm like, I just want to lay here and
oh, I love it.
Get fanned with a feather.
I love it. I love that the feminine you gets fanned with a feather.
That's what the feminine me gets.
Yay! Oh my
God. Or
God.
pedicure, I don't know.
So I guess we're trying to say that even though you've set a structure for yourself and you do maybe want to have what you consider balance, go with the flow a little bit too.
And recognize that it doesn't have to always be balanced.
Everything doesn't have to fit in the little boxes that you set for it. And you might find some really exciting, interesting stuff with your new out of balance life.
Yeah. And or you might just feel like at peace, like finally I've accepted that my life is always out of balance.
Yeah.
And it's just not if it's that like brief moment when it's in balance, accept that too. Because there are these days where I'm like, I did everything that I wanted to do.
It's a miracle.
And it feels great. That's great, but it doesn't have to be the ideal.
Right. It sounds like you're talking about being easy on yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be easy with it. Be easy with you and where you're at, and take a breath and hug yourself.
Yeah, because you're doing good.
Yeah.
You're doing really good.
Yeah. I think that was the sex talk.
Sex talk. Yeah, you had to do the little side hug.
I was trying to do this thing.
Oh. Sex talk. She's the sex talk.
The sex talk.